Hello everybody, thanks for joining me today. I'm Jackie and I create mosaics using sea glass. And today I'm going to show you 6 different ways to hang your sea glass mosaic once you've got it finished. So once you've finished your sea glass mosaic, you're going to want to display it because you've put a lot of time and effort into creating it and it's beautiful. And I don't care what your mosaic is like, just the fact that it contains sea glass means it's going to be beautiful. So you're going to want to show it off. So I use different methods for hanging my sea glass mosaic pieces. There are 2 things that you need to consider. One is how big it is. As you know from watching my videos, my pieces range anywhere from a small 8 by 10 like this one to great big windows. So the bigger, heavier pieces require a lot sturdier hardware, and you really need to take into consideration the weight of your piece before you hang it. So the other thing to consider is how you want it displayed. Do you want to display it against a wall, in a window, maybe leaning up somewhere, maybe in relation to some other decor elements that you have in your house? So it does depend a lot on how you want it to show. So the first method that I'm going to show you is what I've done to hang pieces on a wall. So I just finished this piece and I want to hang it on the wall. So what I'm going to do, I'll flip it upside down. And I want to put this sawtooth hanger right in the center. So I'm going to take my measuring tape and measure the back so I get right in the middle. It's 17.5 inches. So that is 8 3/4. So I mark a little spot at 8 3/4 directly in the center. And I know that's where I want the center of my sawtooth hanger to be. So then I'll just put that there so that the center of that lines up with the little dot that I made, and I will hammer this in. Now you have to be kind of careful because you're dealing with a glass piece and you don't want to break it. So there we go, I got that hammered on, and now I'm just going to take one of these picture hangers and be sure to use one that's fairly sturdy. And I'll nail that in the wall exactly where I want that to hang, and then the picture is ready to hang. So I like that, hanging up on the wall, just like that. So another thing you can do for hanging a picture on a wall, with this one here, this little underwater piece, I've used these little round picture hanging hardware things and put one on either side near the top, and then used picture hanging wire like this. And just strung the picture hanging wire, and then I put a hook on the wall and I've hung that one up. And because this one isn't very heavy, it hangs very easily. And I've done the same thing with this piece right here where I've put the picture hanging wire on it, but I've used a longer piece of hanging wire so it hangs lower. Most of my pieces I like to hang in a window, and just like this one. So I've done the same idea where I put the picture hanging hardware and the wire on the back, and I've used just the right amount of wire that I need to hang it from cup hooks that I've screwed right into the window frame. And then it hangs I've measured the wire so that it hangs just at the length that I want it. So another option for a really light piece, you can see I put the sawtooth hanger on the back of this one, and I'm going to hang it on a suction cup. And because it's not very heavy, the suction cup is strong enough to hold the weight of this in the window. So I wanted to show you what I did to hang this piece. I wanted to hang it in this door here. The window in the door, it looks out onto our deck, and it's a really good shape. So I was looking at, I thought it would look really good there, and I was trying to figure out how can I hang it. So what I did was I went to the hardware store. I'm going to turn this around and show you. And I got these Velcro strips. They're 3M Velcro strips. And it says that each Velcro strip is strong enough to hold 3 pounds. So I put 6 of them on. So that's 18 pounds. This only weighs about 15 pounds. So I thought with the extra weight that it would hold, that it may do the trick. So I followed the instructions on how to attach these on the back of my window, and then you can see on the window in my door, they're attached to line up with it. So then you just attach it with the Velcro, and it has worked quite well. It's held for me really well. If you were wanting to hang something in a window and you didn't want to attach some hardware to your door to actually hang it, this is a really good alternative for you, and I'd highly recommend it. And voila, it's hung. So another way to hang a really large piece is, this is a window that's fairly heavy, so I put hooks in the top of the window, and I also put hooks in the window frame, and then I just hung them. It's a fairly easy way to hang a very heavy piece, and those hooks are strong enough to take the weight of it. So I used a bit different method with this odd-shaped church window. What I did was I took chain and I screwed either end of the chain in near the top of the window, and then I put a cup hook into the window frame, and I was able to hang that quite easily, and the chain really held the weight. And last of all, maybe you don't want to hang your piece at all. You could just put it on a picture stand or lean it against the wall on top of a table and just display it. So thanks for joining me today and learning about different methods that I use for hanging a sea glass mosaic. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them and I'll get back to you. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. Until next time, happy sea glass hunting!